Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQA Nostalgia here, and if you're one of those people who was waiting to play Fable Legends, you're going to be disappointed because it was closed, and Lionhead Studios was also closed. That's pretty crazy. The fact that the game was canceled is one thing, but Lionhead Studios is now no longer. It's over for them, and that kind of sucks because I really liked the original two Fable games. And I think I'm not alone in saying that I didn't really care for 3 or anything that came after it. They've done a couple of spin-off things, and Legends was looking kind of okay. It had this RTS element for the person who played the villain, and then it had more like a kind of like a MOBA feeling, or just like a shooter feeling, an adventure game for the people who played as the heroes. And it did look pretty interesting. And then once I heard it was going free to play, my interest level dived, and then I saw the whole payment model. You can buy coins and all this shit. So my interest pretty much went out the window. I wasn't really banking heavily on this being a good game anyways, because let's be honest, Fable has really it's really suffered. It's just, I don't know what it is about that game, but just some really terrible decisions, like one button combat. It's not really what people want anymore, and I'm trying not to laugh because it's terrible. A lot of people lost their jobs, but Fable, it's funny how at least the first one, for most people, it was very nostalgic and they loved it. The second one, I think some people you'll find didn't like it, but I think most people did. And then with 3, it never really worked out. They tried to do co-op with it, and it didn't really work out. It always ended up feeling awkward. Fable 3 was just terrible with the Sanctuary and having to go to the Sanctuary to do anything. So it's just one of those things that you kind of, I thought maybe Fable would go away for a little while, but I didn't think Lionhead would completely go away. But that's just the way it is. Now, it is worth mentioning that if you're in the beta for this game, because there is a closed beta, if you got into the beta, you can still play the beta until April. I wish I could have got in and played it and just to see what it was all about, but I can only imagine that it hasn't really been doing that well, or they just kept getting hung up, because they did have a delay just before Christmas, I think, and they wanted it to come out in 2015. Here we are, 2016, it's still not out, so there were delays. They were obviously having problems with it. So it sucks for people that were waiting for that game, but it really sucks for fans of Fable in general, because I was always hoping they would turn it around. I was waiting for that one Fable game that came out, and Fable 4 or something, and it was really good, but it just didn't happen. They just couldn't get it together. So it looks like that's it for Fable. I mean, I just did a review not that long ago, a few months ago, for the anniversary edition of Fable, and I didn't give it a very good score because there wasn't really anything new there. It was just a little bit better graphics, and honestly, the nostalgia of the graphics of the original Fable, I preferred them over the anniversary edition, so I didn't even like that. So things have been, for me at least, going downhill. I know there are fans of Fable 3 and stuff, but it sucks. I wish it would have turned it around and changed up the combat and made Fable feel fun again. And thus, another video game franchise goes down in history. Unless somebody comes along and revives it. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments section below. If you're new here, I ask that you please subscribe, and also please take a moment to leave a like. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.